Guys, welcome back. So I don't really feel like doing a big intro. Oh my gosh, my setup is really shitty. So right now pretty much I'm filming a video because my nails look like butt, and I've had enough of them. So I'm just gonna like show you like one nail kind of as I go, and then kind of explain what I'm doing, and then I'll hopefully do a time lapse of me actually painting them. And I've seen a few pictures, but I don't really know what I'm actually doing, so I'm just gonna guess and do whatever the hell I want and pick whatever colors I want. So we're gonna see. But that's what I'm doing. So okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm just gonna file like my actual nails like to a normal size. However, I like just want them out of the way because I'm doing gel, like polygel, so I want them like off. So I'm pretty much just gonna file them down and then I'll come back. So pretty much next in preparation to like doing my nails, I'm gonna buff the top layer off. So right now mine are like so bad, I can't even like, it's not going to show you, I'm sure, but right now they're like hella bumpy because I didn't actually take off all the polygel and I was too lazy and I did not care. I just ignored looking at them. So I'm just going to like try to fix that by buffing it off like with the hard grit and then making my nails like smoother for the surface. And I'm also going to push back my cuticles back with this thing, just like gently like push them all back so they're out of the way. So I'll come back to you when I'm done with that. So I did my first hand. I just want to say a fact, like pretty much if you do it too much, your nails are going to be too thin. Also, if you like don't do this, they're going to fall off. So it's like really important to actually do this part like with a coarse grit, because if you don't do it with like coarse grits, they're pretty much just going to be buffed and more shiny and harder to get nails on. So this is to make like a good base. Okay, I just finished both like hands. So what I'm going to say is do not get your fingers like on it, because your finger oils or your hand oils will go on your nails and then your nails won't stick on as well. So just don't touch them, try to do things without them. And now we're going to move on to the next step. I like to try to see which mold fits onto each finger, but I also use a fake nail, like a tip, to go underneath because it's like curved here. So I put a fake tip underneath to sandwich them together with the polygel after. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So basically I got all my nail forms. These are the ones. I mean, I didn't get all of them. This is for my other hand. There's only two because I couldn't find the rest. So pretty much I'm just going to use the same ones on these fingers because they're always the same size every other time I've done it. So I'm going to like, these will fit on here perfectly, same with all of these ones, and then this will go underneath as a sandwich like I was saying. So I put this on top, hold it there, about the same time I want this to be underneath so that the gel can sandwich in between and make a tip that's not going to leak. Because if you don't use this underneath, then, oh my gosh, there's a hair, but if you don't use it underneath, then what will happen is the gel will leak out and it'll go all underneath your nail because there's nothing stopping it from going down more. Okay, so next I'm going to fill these forms with gel so that I can like have them ready, and then I'm going to put a gel top coat on all of my nails, and I'll show you how I fill in the forms. I do this first so that I don't get the gel top coat ruined while I'm doing these, because yeah, the gel top coat's going to like clear, like, oh my gosh, it's going to cure still, but the problem is it's going to get fuzzies in it, and I don't really feel like having fuzzies in it. Okay, so basically I take the lid off, obviously. Actually I sometimes don't even use this. This is a different way if you don't even want to buy one of those. Like, it's kind of useless. I push this out however much I want out, and I just put around this much. Sometimes I put more and sometimes I put less. It depends on if it's an accident or not. And I just scoop it off here, just like that, into this form, which, yeah, I figured out what they were called. And then I have this solution. I bought it. I don't even remember how much I spent. It's from Amazon. And I don't really like it because I'm allergic to it. So I don't know if I should suggest it to people, but I wasn't allergic to it before, and then I used it, and now I am. So, yeah, it literally changes the color of my brush. How did I do that? What a dumbass. Okay, so basically I just messed up, but if I didn't, and you could just pretend I didn't, then I dip this in and get a little bit, I don't really care, and then I just tap it. Maybe I should come closer to the camera, and I do this, and then I slide it down here. And I like to just spread it out to each corner because I don't want this part to be empty on either sides. So I'm going to pretty much just flatten that out, tweak it to exactly how I want it, and then do that to all of the nails and just put them back down without putting them on, because this is just me getting them prepared to put on my gel top coat before, or my gel base coat underneath this to keep them on. Okay, now I'm just using this base coat. It's OPI. It's probably actually like knockoff. I don't really care or know. So pretty much it will all work the same. You just need, okay, it's all sticky because I use it often, but pretty much you just need a base coat. As long as it's gel, you're gonna apply it on all of your nails so that they're nice and like ready to stay on forever. Just kidding, but for a long time, because I used to do polygel without base coat. Shit didn't even stay on for like 3 days, and sometimes it'd fall off right after I did it. So I just decided to do this on my own because everywhere else I watched never told me to. It just said to use like a nail primer, and you know what? I don't even like this nail primer, and I don't know if it's the one I have or if I just don't like primers at all. But this is what worked. So I'm using this, and then yeah, so I'm gonna paint that on my nails and I'll come back. This is Aquaphor. Pretty much I grab any brush, I'll use this one, and I just like apply it on there, paint it. Yeah, when I do that, I place it all around every single one of my cuticles, and like this is the best thing I've ever done. Nobody told me to do it, I just decided to do it as well because I just figured why like let my fingers get hurt when I'm practicing on myself, because if you practice on yourself and you like make a big mess around your cuticle area with gel at all, then eventually you could build an allergic like reaction, I guess. You kind of just become allergic because your skin just doesn't want it anymore. So it only takes so much, and for me that didn't take too long, but it took like a year or two, and now I can't do acrylics or gel on my nails without getting all red around them for a few days and super itchy. So this, it doesn't even affect me anymore. As you can see, it's pretty much just shiny all around my nails, and my nails are white and like they look really messed up, but that's because they actually are. So it's really shiny because I put the Aquaphor on, and it's just protecting my cuticles, and even like here I sometimes get like all red and itchy and dry skin because of the gel, and because of the slip solution, it's pretty much just like alcohol. I'm pretty sure you could use alcohol instead of it, but I spent a lot of money on it, so we're using that. And then now I can start with my base coat, and then I'll do these next. Alright, now my clear coat is on. Yeah, all my nails are shiny, and around them is only shiny because of the Aquaphor, not because of the gel, because I did not put it on my finger. Now I'm going to show you how I apply my form. So basically I just take this first, I put it underneath like I was showing you earlier, and then I try not to touch my other nails, but that's quite challenging. I hold it there with a different finger, perfectly underneath, so that, no, it's not on top of my nail, it's underneath my nail bed, and not my nail bed, my actual nail that's coming off there, yeah, it's underneath there. And then I take this, start right in the corner, slowly get rid of that air bubble, and just knead it up with the false tip. And I make sure, okay, and then sometimes, as you could tell, like there's like a bubble over there. I'm just gonna wipe that off with the brush that I use with some slip solution, and that's kind of shit because I am allergic to it. But if I have to do that, that is the way to go, and that is how I began to be allergic. But the best part is that my Aquaphor is gonna protect my skin anyway, so it's okay. I'm gonna cure this twice and then once upside down. Alright, now this is done curing, like this specific one. I just take off the bottom and I take off the top, and yeah. So this is what it's gonna look like. Really chunky, pretty bad, and you just gotta go in there with the file after and with your drill and fix it all up. So now I'm gonna do the rest of my fingers and get back to you. Okay, so here's what we are left with after that. So yeah, a big mess kind of, but the best part is you just gotta go around here with a nice, really, really, really coarse grit. Like, otherwise you're gonna be here forever. So I just used, I got this from my Cosmo class, so I really don't even know where to get one. And I just go around every single one and get rid of the bump that's like there. And then I decide, actually, it just depends on whatever I feel like, but then or before I decide to cut them, and put them at my desired length. Yeah, I just use these and then I cut them to where I want, and I want them pretty long this time, like not crazy or anything, but pretty crazy because I miss having nails. Wow, and now they're all like hella long, exactly how I want them to be, and then I just like to go in right in my hair. This is what they look like after I cut them. Really crazy still. The whole thing is that you have to go in with a file on the sides. I want mine coffin shape, so I'm going to be going for a lot longer than you probably will, unless you also want coffin shape. So I'm going to go do that right now. Okay, so I just filed for a bit and I just got the shape that I like, and obviously they look a little rough right now, but that's just because they need to be like Dremeled or whatever you want to call it, drilled. Everybody calls it different, but I'm just going to use my Dremel and go completely over this. Okay, so now that they look like this, they're pretty even, like I just lined them up and stuff. I'm just gonna use my Dremel and I'm just gonna I use this grit. I don't know if that's even like, you're able to tell what that is, but I don't know what it is. I just use it. So pretty much it's just some random grit, and I use it on the lowest setting so I don't hurt myself, and I just go completely around the cuticle area. Get rid of the extra stuff on there because it like gets thick at the bottom. You mess up, which I do sometimes, so I'm not perfect. So I do that, and then I just kind of go over the entire nail like this until the whole nail is like kind of just like, you could tell where I did and where I didn't do. So I didn't do the clear shiny part, and I did do the white part, and I didn't do right here at the end, and I didn't do all the way around. So pretty much that's what you're gonna do to all of them. So I'll be right back when I'm done doing that. So I did end up doing that to all my nails. I made sure there was no clear spots because I wanted it to be fully filed and smoothed out. So now I'm just painting my nails. I have a plan kind of, and you'll see what I'm doing. So I already did a clear coat on top of the actual set of nails I just put on, and now I'm doing pink. I have two different kinds of pink, but you won't really be able to tell in the end. So I pretty much did a lighter pink on my index, middle, and pinky finger, and a darker pink on my ring finger and my thumb. And now I'm going in to make the details, so I want some flames. I also wanted to have the Louis Vuitton symbol, and I decided to do a big Louis Vuitton symbol on my middle finger. I decided to do sparkly flames on my pointer finger, and I also did my thumb and ring finger the same with just flames without sparkles on them. I also made a mistake of what I was doing because I did not like the sparkles I chose for my pointer finger. I chose gold, and I also did like a silver for my middle finger with gems, and I didn't like it. So after doing my other hand, I ended up not liking the gold sparkly flame or the gems on my middle finger, so I pretty much just e-filed them off and redid them on my right hand, or the one I did with my right hand. So here is the end result. Thank you so much if you're still here watching this video. It's really appreciated. Every single little bit of support that I can get is really helpful, so hopefully you guys can give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and come back every Monday for new videos. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.